welcome back. I'm Mary Jo, also known as Sewjo, and this is my channel where I talk about all my quilty stitchy things. And I'm back to show you some more of my All Ohio 2025 shop hop. So let's see, where's my map where I always start out with? Ohio, there it is. So this is the map of Ohio. And when I left off, we were down in this region right here, down in the Cincinnati area. So we'll go to that map, which is right here. So the last one I showed you over here was at Seems So Easy, which is 3, right over here. Then from there, we went to Stitches. Is it just Stitches? Yeah, Stitches Quilt Shop, which is right back down here in the Cincinnati area. And it has a Cincinnati address, I believe. Yes. So right here. Now there's several in this area. So there where we went is to Stitches Quilt Shop. Now Stitches Quilt Shop I have been to a few times. One of the reasons I've been there is because they're open on Sundays. So I have been there a few times when I've wanted something on a Sunday, everything's closed, but they're open. Now, Stitches does have a big selection of Tula, Cafe, and Cafe fabric, if you're interested in those. Plus, like I said, it's open, I think, 12 to 4 on Sundays. Yes, 12 to 4. So, shop hopping. They gave me this little bag of goodies for shop hopping, which contained our pattern. So this is their quilt block pattern that they gave out. That was their block. And then I'll just dump everything else out here. And they gave a purple ruler, stitches and such. And then they gave this little pamphlet thing here. Talks about needles. Just has some needles, some word search stuff in it. Little game type things. And then this is a booklet about needles. And it looks like a little label. Gave you a little label. And a little Stitches card. So it says it's open 7 days a week. Monday through Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 12 to 4. There's the email and stuff there too. Now, at Stitches, they have a thing where when you spend $250 in their store, they keep a track for you. You get a $25 gift card for the store, and they keep track of all that. So, now that only counts towards regularly priced items. It doesn't count toward clearance. So when I went in, of course I'm headed for the clearance. So I bought some yardage in the clearance. So I bought this. And this is Allison Glass. This is 2019 Allison Glass for Andovers. So it's a few years old, but that's okay. That's why it's on the clearance. It's blue. It's got scissors and bobbins and things. Right up my alley. Now their clearances are varied price. I don't remember. Everything I got was $7, and I think that was the most expensive. I think there was some other things that were like lower prices, but don't remember what those were off the top of my head. Then I have this. And this is, let's see, Color Me Happy by Vanessa Christensen from V&Co for Moda. So I got that. So I have something in mind for these. I'll show you that in a second. Then I decided to get some of this. This is Wyndham Quilting Cowboy by Dale Allen Rose, Rowse. So I bought that. I thought this might be something good for a masculine quilt instead of getting flowers and things all the time. This is from that same line, just a different colorway. And then these are from that same line too. Wyndham Quilting Cowboy, Dale Allen Rose. Got that one. And this last one. Now that's all the fabric I bought, and like I said, that was all back on their sale, clearance, markdown fabric area. And then I bought something that was regularly priced, and I'll show you what that is. And that was a biannuity pattern. This is the Catch-All Caddy 2.0. I figured this would be good for my sewing room, put all these little notions and things in. So, with that being said, I thought this would be a good fabric for it, for the main fabric. And I thought I would use this for like the binding and stuff around it, where all that yellow is. This would be the binding for my Catch-All Caddy. So that's what I bought at Stitches. All right. So then that wraps up everything over here in that Cincinnati area. So we took a trip way down here. Took a little bit to get there, but that's okay. To number 4, which that name is Georgetown Sewing Center. So we're right here in 4, and I'll show you the card. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Before we went to Georgetown, there was one more over in that Cincinnati area. It was Kramer's Vac and Sew. Yes. Sorry. Right up here in the Cincinnati, before we left, we went to Kramer's Vac and Sew. And this was their card they gave. Now, they didn't sell fabric there. They were machines. They had several different brands of machines. Machines, threads. They did have a few patterns I looked at, but ultimately I wasn't buying a new machine and I didn't need any accessories or anything like that, so I didn't buy anything there. Then we went down to Georgetown Sewing Center, and this is the card they gave. Now, they are a Bernina dealer, and that's all they do is they sell machines, repair machines. They did have some other like accessories and that kind of stuff. The gentleman in there was very nice. He had a good discussion with my husband about how you get into repairing machines and certified and all that good stuff. He was very nice, but ultimately, I don't have a Bernina, so I didn't need any Bernina accessories, and I wasn't in the market for buying a new machine, so I didn't buy anything there either. Then, from 4, he went down here to 11. And this is the Quilt Barn. And it is way down here, kind of away from everything else. And this is where we ended the day, this day, is at the Quilt Barn. And what I found there, well, let me show you. Let me see if I can find my quilt card here first. So this is the quilt card. Now, the two places that were the sewing machine shops that really didn't have fabric, I had never been to either of those before, so they were new for me. This Quilt Barn I have been to before, so I knew that. But they had clearance fabric that was $5 a yard, so I bought a few. Now, I found this fabric, this yellow, that I bought. It's $5. This is what I'm thinking. May not work, may work. We're going back to this Catch-All Caddy. which this, I was thinking Allison glass for the main fabric, this for the lining, and then this for the binding. I'm not sure. This is much more of a pale yellow and this is more of a green yellow. I'm not sure, we'll see, but I bought it anyway for $5. Why not? Then I found some other things that I liked that were $5 a yard. I kind of bought these next three kind of as a set because I thought they all kind of looked good together. So we'll go ahead and take a look at those. This is, let's see, this says Victorian Roses by Fabric Quilt is all it says. That was $5 a yard, so I got a yard. There might have been a minimum yard cut since it was clearance too, I'm not sure. Then I bought this. I don't know if this has anything in the selvage either. No, it doesn't have anything in the selvage. But that's okay. And this. This is Moosehead Lodge. Teresa Kogut. Alrighty then. There we go. So like I said, I bought these three. If nothing else, I can make a 3-yard quilt. So I bought that together. And then I also found this. I don't have any plans for. I just kind of liked it. So I got it. What does it say? This is Aunt Gray's Classics. From the collection of Judy Rothermel, Marcus Fabrics. And that's what I bought at the Quilt Barn. And then I've got one other place I'm going to show you that we stopped. It's on a different day. But when I go into these quilt shops for these shop hops, the first thing I always look at is their clearance and sale sections because you never know what you're going to find. And then the next thing I'm looking at if they have anything new or interesting that I've never seen before. And then I start looking at things that I already have or things that's going to match things that I already have. And then just anything else that catches my eye. But those are kind of the order that I go through when I go through a shop and start looking through stuff. So, we are here. And from here, we went home that day. Now, this is a couple hours away from home. It's way down there. So then, the next day, it was a Sunday, and we took a trip up here to number 6, which is Creative Bee Quilting in Greenville. Now, through these shop hops, they have, through each region, they have Sunday hours. So each region has different Sunday hours, like one weekend one region does it and the next weekend another region does it, and so forth. Now, not all of the shops will participate in those Sundays hours, but a lot of them do. And this one up here did have Sunday hours. So we went up here to Creative Bee, or Be Creative. Now I can't remember the name of it. Creative Bee Quilting. That's what it is. And show you what I bought there. This was their block card. Right there. And what they had is a bunch of Lori Holt fabric. Now, they did have bolts through there that you could, get your yardage, but they also had pretty much every bolt they had. They already had them pre-cut into 1-yard cuts, already cut. So I just grabbed from those 1-yard cuts. I didn't think there was any reason to put a bolt up there when they already had it cut. So I picked out a few. Now, these were $11.99 a yard, but I got a purpley color from Lori Holt. I think this is just from her B Dots line. Yes, Lori Holt B Dots. Again, like this. These were $11.99. And then I got this one. And this is from her Peace and Plenty. Then I got this one. And this one is Peace and Plenty as well. And I bought this one. I think this is Peace and Plenty also. Let's see. Selvage is here somewhere. Yes, Peace and Plenty. So this was a couple lines ago. Peace and Plenty. And then I bought one more. This is the last one I bought. And this is from her Americana line, I believe. Yep, Americana. All right. So, with getting that last shop over here, that means I'm done. I completed, well, done with the region. I completed this whole Southwest region. So, let's take a look. See, here's a look at this Southwest region right here, this section right here. It's all completed. So, finished my first region. Okay, till next time. Bye. And that shop's 20 through 24. I know last video I kept saying it was 20 for 24, but this was 20 for 24 now. All right, till next time. Bye.